Hello and welcome back to the Honourous by Anton edition of Smackdown Out of 10. And of course, it's a big show today because it is the fast Smackdown before Summerslam. So yeah, we've got the last build for that. Obviously on the Smackdown side of things, we've got Jey Uso taking on Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Universal Championship. So yeah, lots to build up to that. But we start things off with Sheamus versus LA Knight. Continuing his momentous 2023 with a signature win over Sheamus was LA Knight in the first match. It was not without controversy. There were several other competitors in the Battle Royal made their presence felt at ringside, leading to stretch and finish that concluded with Knight delivering the blunt force trauma for the win. Rather than just having guys involved in the Battle Royals around the ring, there was at least some effort put into presenting ongoing rivalries. With Knight in a physical bout. The crowd was red hot for the self-proclaimed megastar and was behind him from start to finish. The reaction to his entrance all the way through the victory was tough with genuine stars and further evidence that WWE need to push him to the moon. This time is really a sleep onto him, and yeah, he should win. Saturday without a doubt, but whether they got the win here is that to put us off, who knows, but that's the worry about that when we come to it. This was a really good start, and yes, 7 out of 10. Before it's time for the OC versus the Brawling Brutes. The recencies of the business relationship between the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley paid off as Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins interrupted the match, and ending in no contest, but it was ultimately secondary to the angle that played. Montez and Angelo immediately leveled up. They went from beloved, fun-loving baby faces to a team that threats any of them, especially with the influence of the Almighty. It remains to be seen if the duo will turn heel in the coming weeks, but one would think that they were interrupting a battle who Bastard baby faces will position them in that role. If so, it would be a refreshing change for two guys who have scratched the surface of what they can do in WWE. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 from now, just because the match was a big shit, but yeah, I'm really excited to see what heel Street Profits can do. I feel like it's something we've been waiting for a long while. Before it's time for Jey Uso versus Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa put the finishing touch on Hype for Saturday Remembering segment, which will likely find the next chapter of the Bloodline saga. Uso repeatedly pointed out to Sikoa that he was currently the victim of the same manipulation that Jey and Jimmy used to endure. When Heyman attempted to denounce claims, Sikoa gave him a single glare. Apparent dissension to get a super kick from Uso, a teaser of the night's main event. This was good stuff, even the shorter and more subdued promos don't need Reigns to accomplish it what it needed to, with the Enforcer realizing it might be the Tribal Chief playing games. It will be interesting to see what happens later, and obviously we got more in the main event, and that's kind of all setting up for that, which is obviously going to send us to the go home. So yeah, get into that when we get to it. But yeah, this was a great little promo as ever by Paul Heyman. Before it's time for the next match, which was Cameron Grimes versus Austin Theory. Theory narrowly escaped his match with Grimes with a victory, but immediately fell into a prey for an attack from Escobar, who will obviously be facing him on next week's show. The beating from Escobar resulted in Theory's own sneak attack from earlier in the show and escalated the rivalry that go a long way in heating up a battle that's kind of felt like we needed for months. The in-ring action should be strong, and how the contest works, if there's any quality, will follow up. There's ultimately decides how the US title kind of will almost be rejuvenated in a way. But yeah, let's get 6 out of 10 from me. It's all about setting up that post-match segment afterwards, and yeah, it didn't nicely, and to be honest, I'm kind of intrigued to see. I wouldn't be totally shocked to see a title change, so yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what happens on next week's show. But yeah, let's get 6 out of 10 before it's time for the Grayson Waller effect with Bayley and Io Sky. Moments after Shotzi continues to terrorise Bayley by cutting off her set on the Grayson Waller effect, and through the crowd to the locker room area, Io Sky battles Lena Vega in singles competition. Between Vega and Sky culminated with the re-emergence of Shotzi and Bayley from backstage, resulting in a distraction victory for the First Lady of the AWI. The Shotzi Bayley stuff is refreshing only because it's fresh. And give the performer something to do. She has a unique look, a new edge, and to handle it properly can make her a star, and a breakout star at that. Vega's renaissance since Backlash has been nothing short of fantastic. A hugely under-detailed performer for too long, with the women's division now kind of being shaped around her more and more, deserving this opportunity. The question now is whether Sky shakes off this loss. Could it be a bit of a tease for her teasing in Money in the Bank briefcase? To be honest, I wouldn't be shocked. So yeah, I think that's definitely something to watch out for. And yeah, you can kind of see this feud kind of tailing off into different directions. I like it. And yeah, I think we'll get more clues about maybe where it could go, depending on whether Rio shows in or not at SummerSlam. But yeah, really enjoying the new Shots character as well. So yeah, this is good stuff. Next up was Jey Uso versus Solo Sikoa. And if there are any concerns about Jey Uso not looking strong enough entering SummerSlam, they were raised by defeating Solo, cleaning the middle of the ring, using Roman Reigns to spare, building momentum ahead of the biggest match of the career. The crowd was hot, the chemistry was obvious, and yeah, rightly so. This will be a match that will be revisited down the line. Even in defeat, Sikoa looked strong, and it took an unexpected finish of stunning from the top rope splash. Tribal combat is going to be something magical. Another excellent piece of drama in this thrilling storyline. And yeah, This was the perfect way to kind of build to it. It gets an 8 out of 10 from me. Uso standing tall, Reigns nowhere to be seen, having defeated kind of his right hand man, clean in the middle of the ring. Yeah, perfect way to go into it. The storytelling was magnificent throughout. Yeah, 8 out of 10 from me. And overall this week, SmackDown gets 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode of SmackDown, I have to say. Yeah, I thought the main event obviously was great, and some of the storyline throughout it as well was really good, building up to SummerSlam nicely. And yeah, I have to say the card is looking very, very strong, and I am extremely excited for the show. So yeah, gets the 7 out of 10 from me. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, for this, I'll with daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.